I'm in the biggest reading slump right now, so I thought, why not organise my living room bookshelves? I have one shelf dedicated to aesthetic vibes, and then my console table, which sits behind me in most of my videos. First up, we've got the Miss Bond series. I don't understand why books do this, but the side cover is different throughout the trilogy. Like, book 1 is at the top, book 2 is on the side, and book 3 is at the top again. Like, I want book covers uniformed, please. So this bookshelf is dedicated to Brandon Sanderson because my husband is a huge fan, and I've only read The Final Empire, so there's still a long way to go for me. Now the top of the shelf is for my Outlander series, and I've placed it here purely because the colour scheme matches the dark wood. It is a 9-book series, planned to be 10, and I am on book 6. Plus, I started reading this book series with my grandma, so it's quite sentimental to me. Now, the rest of the books on here are my favourite reads of this year, and that is The Book of Azrael by Ambervina Cole. This series currently has 3 books. Then Babel by R.F. Kuang, a standalone, and One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. This is a duology, but I'm yet to read book 2. I absolutely loved these books. Now let's decorate and spruce things up. I got this fake plant, which is actually broken because my cat tried to jump up and attack the leaves, but luckily you can't tell, so that's great for me. I love how this shelf looks. It's so earthy and calming. I am a huge fan of amusables, so the little acorn fits perfectly with this shelf and the brown dark wood, and I'm adding some pictures and candles for the final touch, and this is the end result of the first shelf. I found this really therapeutic, so I do recommend anyone in a reading slump to do this because it's made me feel more zen and in control of my books, which is so weird to say. So next up, we've got my console table, which appears in the background of 99% of my YouTube videos. We've got some more fake flowers because I can't keep real ones alive. This is Masters of Death. I look at this art so often, it is so beautiful, and I needed to show you Honey and Hellfire because this series has the best book covers. They feel great and they look so good and unique. I love them. They definitely deserve a top spot on this shelf. So my overall plan with the console table is to place all the books I've read this year at the bottom, unless they're part of a series. So like, I've read Love Redesigned, but I haven't read Love Unwritten. Same with the Gods and Monsters series there. And then I will end up stacking all the books I want to read this year on top of these books. You'll see what I mean as we go along. Now with the next series, Three Dark Crowns, I have slowly read this from last year through to this year, but I'm yet to finish the last book, so I need it in display, otherwise I'll forget I'm reading the series. I've now realised that I've put way too many books on top of this shelf because I need these 2 vases to house my amusables, so I do a bit of rejigging here, and I thought I'd place the first 3 books of Three Dark Crowns down here because I've read them and I'm trying to get them in the right order. Then I place the 5 Dark Fates final book of the series on the top. There we go, that looks so much better. Now we've got my Strawberry Amusable. I absolutely love him. He is my favourite and he makes me so happy. And then my cute heart. These just bring me so much joy. Next up, in the envelopes, they are my speech for my best friend's wedding and then her speech for my wedding. Super cute. And then just some cute artwork that I got when I was in Argentina. This, I don't even know what this is called, a terrarium, I think. I made this years ago and I can't believe it's still alive. It's the only plant I'm able to keep alive, so I need it on display because I'm very proud of it. Now I'm stacking all of the books I want to read this year. This was actually quite challenging because all the books are different sizes, so expect some rearranging going on. I'm currently reading Light Lark and I've recently seen some negative reviews about it, which kind of sucks, but I'm enjoying it so far. the final touches, my bride and groom egg amusables gifted to me by my best friend Jen. I freaking love them. So here's a close-up of all the books I hope to read this year. It has a mix of my favourite genres, fantasy, romance and romantasy. I am keeping my fingers crossed here because this is a lot of books. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have some exciting content coming up, including trips to the Lake District. I'm off to Edinburgh and I'm going to the Fringe Festival. So stay tuned for some bookish content with beautiful scenery. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye guys.